Good afternoon, world. This is Ivan O'Mara. So today's a lucky day for you guys. I'm more consistent now. I made a video yesterday, and I'm making another video today. I'm feeling a lot better now. My throat is pretty much fine, and my nose is pretty much recovered. Tiny little bit stuffed, but it's fine now. Hope you guys enjoyed my long video I made yesterday. I made a full video yesterday. Today I most likely won't do that. I'll make probably a 1 hour video and I'll be done. And after this, I might watch some John Campea, maybe. Um, yeah. Ant-Man and the Wasp is out on theaters now, and I heard the movie isn't that good. So I don't know if I'm going to see that on theaters. Avatar 2, I still have not seen on theaters yet. It's been out for 2+ months now. So next paycheck, I got to see it because by March, it's going to be out of theaters. By the end of March, it'll be out of theaters. So I got to see Avatar 2. I'm really, really late. You know what I'm saying? It's good because when I see my Avatar 2 on theaters, the theaters won't be packed because most people already seen the movie, right? Whereas Ant-Man, a lot of people are going to see that, but I heard the movie isn't that good, obviously. I heard Phase Ant-Man 2, I believe, is the beginning of Phase 5 for Marvel, the MCU Cinematic Universe. Seems there. It's the beginning of Phase 5, obviously. And I heard Ant-Man isn't that good. John Campbell didn't like it, Ron Burnett didn't like it, Overlord DVD, Midnight Edge are all giving bad reviews for Ant-Man. And I heard the movie isn't that good. Which is not surprising because, in my opinion, the Ant-Man series is the worst. What is the worst of this? In terms of like the trilogies, it's the worst of all the trilogies. Obviously, you see what I'm saying? Like you can tell, it's the Ant-Man movies are not as good as the other ones. They're you know what I'm saying? Because the other ones it's you know what I'm saying? Yeah, obviously. Yeah, ever since Endgame ended, obviously, the Marvel franchise has been very inconsistent. Obviously, a lot of movies are not that. A lot of movies and shows weren't that great. Some they had a few hits here and there, a few good movies, but some of the other movies and shows weren't great. Obviously, Black Widow wasn't that. I saw Black Widow. Black Widow wasn't that good of a movie. Shang Chi I liked. That was a good movie. Loki the season. I saw a bit of Loki season 2. That was okay. Falcon Winter Soldier I liked. I thought that was pretty good. WandaVision I didn't watch. I thought it was too weird. You know what I'm saying? And I heard Ant Man. I was excited to see Ant Man. I heard like it had bad reviews. I'm like, I'll just see it on my TV when it releases on Disney Plus. I'm not gonna see it on theaters. But I'm not gonna put down Marvel. All you Marvel fans out there, Ant Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is released on theaters. I recommend you check it out. Don't I'm saying just because it has some bad reviews doesn't mean it's a bad. You might like it. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion for movies. So I recommend you check it out, obviously. But I heard some bad reviews about the movie. That's all I'm saying. So if anything, I'm more excited about the DC movies this year than Marvel. Like Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I'm excited for the Marvels. I think the Marvels and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 will be good. Will be pretty good. But Ant Man, I heard, wasn't that good, obviously. Whereas DC, you have Flash, which looks amazing. I saw the trailer for Flash. I saw the trailer for the Flash. Looks amazing, obviously. And you have Aquaman 2 coming out, right? You have two big movies coming out this year. So I'm kind of more excited for the for the Flash than I am the other movies, to be honest. The Flash and Aquaman 2, I think those movies. I heard Aquaman 2, I don't know if that one will be good. But if it's better than the first one, it'll be a good movie, obviously. So I'm saying? That's my point. See what I'm saying? That's my point. Obviously, yeah. Because Aquaman and the Ant Man movie, the Marvels, and the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is probably going to set up what it's going to set up the Avengers movies. That's going to be coming out next year. You have Kang Dynasty and you have Secret Wars. So those two movies is probably going to set up the next Avengers movies. But I'm going to be honest here. I don't think the next Avengers movies will be better than I don't think it's going to top what they did with Thanos, man. I don't think that's going to top it, man. I just don't think it's going to. If Kang is the main villain, I don't think it'll top the Thanos Infinity Saga. It might. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't think the next Avengers duology or trilogy is going to top the Infinity War saga, in my opinion. I don't think it will. It's very, very tough to bounce back from that, man. From the Infinity Saga Phase 3, man. That was really, really good, man. Even though I didn't like Endgame that much, Infinity War, you know what I'm saying, and the first one and the second one were good movies. Yeah, really good movies, I'm saying. Yeah, obviously. Hence why what? Hence why I'm not a fan of hence why I'm not a fan of making a bunch of movies like for my Sky Source company. I'm just sticking to one movie at a time. That way it's easier to if you make a bunch of movies, man, chances are you're gonna have a decrease in quality for some of your movies because you have to hire a lot of employees, a lot of crewmen, and some of the crewmen that you hire for your other movies are not necessarily as qualified as your other ones. Whereas because I'm sticking to one movie, my movie will be all my movies will be top quality because I'm doing one movie at a time. I'm not making like 5, 10 movies at a time. No, I'm only doing one movie at a time, and I am the lead for all my movies. I'm there. I am the lead for all my movies. I am the lead for all my movies. So there. Me and my wife are the lead for all the movies. Me and my wife are the lead for all the movies. So we're more focused. Okay, we do Zanus, then after Zanus, we'll do The Great Escape. The Matrix thing is most likely not going to happen. I'm being honest here. I don't think David Zaslav will agree to delete Resurrections. If he does, the Matrix thing could happen. I might do that over The Great Escape, but we'll see what happens. Chances are I'm most likely going to do The Great Escape with Keanu Reeves and all them. So we do Zanus, and after that we do The Great Escape. Then we do the Romance Their Unique story. Then we do the Hidden Vampire movie. Then we ended off with the Western Gangster movie. That ends phase one. Then phase two, I don't know what I'm gonna do for that. I'm thinking of purchasing the Spider-Man Miles Morales franchise. See what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna focus on the Great Escape and Their Unique. This is like way down the road. This is 10 plus years from now, man. This is like a 9, 10 plus years from now. The Great Escape will be released probably in 2032, 2033, around there. It's like 10 years from now. Whereas Zanus is like in like 4 years from now. It's not far away, man. Once I pay this fee and I make my money, I'm gonna start Sky Source and what? And I'll be hard at work in the office for the Zanus movie. Unless Fiji doesn't want to start Sky Source. If you don't see me trending with George Lucas, I gave you the cue. I'm not starting Sky Source. I and Fiji just decided to just live their life and not work. Build our condo, buy our yacht, um, buy our jets and buy our jets. If I don't start Skyscrapers, I won't buy two jets. I'll just buy one jet, but I'll buy a top notch jet. I'll probably buy like maybe like a 100 million jet, whatever it is, 200 million jet. And I'll just live the life for decades. I'm gonna ask VJ, if you don't want to start Skyscrapers, I'm fine with that. If you just want to live the life and party it up, you know what I'm saying? Go to clubs, go to events, travel the world. Yeah, I mean, that's fun, but it'll get a bit boring after a while. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's not, even if you're rich, it's good to work, man. It's not good to be lazy. You look at all the billionaires around the world, they all work. Jeff Bezos works. Well, Jeff Bezos stepped down as CEO, so he doesn't really work anymore, but he works. Mark Zuckerberg works. You know what I'm saying? All these billionaires work. All these billionaires work. All these billionaires work, Sarah. All these billionaires work. That's why it's good to work, obviously. But I'm only gonna do movies. That's it, man. I'm not gonna invest my money in a bunch of stuff where it's crazy. Like the money I'm making off the movie is enough. I don't need any more work. And the games. I don't mind doing games, obviously, because games is part of the studio. It's part of the studio, obviously. The only thing I don't mind doing on is games. Doing a Zane's game, a Great Escape game. I don't mind doing that, but that's it, man. That's enough money. I don't need any more money. I'm not gonna be stupid like these sharks in Shark Tank who invest their money in like hundreds of businesses and they lose so much money. No, I'm not doing that. You need to stay focused. Stick to what? To one movie and stay focused on your movie. You make your money, you take your vacation, take your time off, take your 1 year, 8 months off, you film your next movie. Sarah. You film your next movie, Sarah. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna go and get a coffee. Don't hate me, you know what I'm saying? Skip the video if you don't want to wait. Alrighty, sorry for the wait. Well, I'm upstairs to get a coffee. If you don't like waiting, guys, skip the damn video. I keep saying that. And you better enjoy this series while you still can, because once I'm getting, I'm piecing out, man. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm piecing out my wife, you're left behind, you're not saved. You made me pay, you're also gonna pay too. It's one thing that caused mess in my life. It's another thing that caused mess in my life and also kill me and lock all the doors on me. And cause mess in my wife's life too. When I was willing to save my virginity for my wife, and you're gonna make me pay if you lose my wife, obviously. Because you don't want VJ having Ivan Alter or stuff like that. Yeah, you make me pay. You make fun of me behind the scenes about the mess. And so when I'm king, I'm gonna make fun of you. You're left behind. I'm living forever in this world, and you're left behind. You guys are all gonna pass away, man. In like 20, all you Gen Xers are gonna pass away in 20 years, 25 years. All you baby boomers, your time is soon coming. You're gonna pass away in like 20 years, 15 years, 10 years. And all you silent generation eras, your time is soon coming to an end, right? The silent era generation, whatever it's called, those guys are all like 80 now, 75 now. Yeah, those guys are all going to pass away in like 10, 15 years. And all you guys who are my age or who are Gen Zs, you guys are going to live for, you guys are, like the Gen Zs and millennials are the luckiest because they're at least going to experience, they're going to witness, they're going to be alive for at least 30, 40, 50 years. 60 years. The Gen Zs and the Gen Xers and millennials are lucky, obviously. Which the Gen Xers, baby boomers, and silent generation people, they're not as lucky. They only have a couple decades left on this world, man. And as you, I'm like you saying is, as you die, I'm gonna live forever in this world of my life. Me and VJ are gonna continue to live on, man. You're left behind. You're not saved. And that's why it's finally gonna hit you. I even set this whole thing up. Like as we all pass away and die, Ivan and VJ are still gonna continue the. They're still gonna experience that glory. They're gonna be movie stars and they're gonna live forever in this world because we created the universe, man. That's why we can live forever. We have the God gene, which you guys don't. Don't hate me. You don't have the God gene. That's why you can't live forever. You wish you could, but you don't. You can't, obviously, because you have normal blood, obviously. You don't have supernatural blood, the green blood and blue blood like me and VJ have. That's why me and her can live forever, whereas you can't. Because you're not God. Don't hate me, I'm saying. Don't hate us. You're not God. You can't live forever. You know what I'm saying? Hence why all these women around the world are not meant for me. Because even if I choose to be with another woman, and I choose not to say VJ, obviously, all these women, as years go by, I will live on. They're all gonna grow old and die. That's how you know you women are not meant for me. You can't live forever like VJ. You know what I'm saying? She's only meant for me. You can't stay young forever either. You're all gonna age. Don't hate me. You're all gonna age in like 10, 15 years from now, 20 years. You're gonna age. And I'm gonna stay young forever, the glowing beauty. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, going back to Zanus. That's why I'm gonna stick to one movie at a time. I do Last Over Zanus based on my book. Make it for $1,020 million. Now I do The Great Escape. And Zanus, I'll make for like $1,020,000,000. The Great Escape I'll make for $670 million. That's enough money for the movie. $607 million budget movie. I'll make The Great Escape for. And that all goes towards salaries, funding the movie. The Great Escape I'll put like $250 million towards visual effects. Around there. And like $300 million towards salaries to pay Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck their salary and their bonuses, obviously. And you give them a piece of the royalties. Obviously. Keanu Reeves, I'll give him like $120 million of the royalties. That's a good deal for him. Scarlett Johansson, I'll give her like $60 million. Ben Affleck, I can give him like 68, 66 million, whatever it is, $67 million. Because the reason why Keanu Reeves is making more because he's bigger. He's much bigger than all those guys. He's worth like $400 million. He's bigger than them. I'm sorry. And they'll all accept my deal, obviously. Then They're Unique, I'll make it for maybe $250, $300 million. $250, $260 million, $300 million I'll make They're Unique for. The smallest budget out of all my movies is a romance story. But going back to Zanus, I'm going to make for $1,020 million. So $410 towards salaries. And $600 million towards the movie, funding the movie, and $10 million towards a documentary. $1,020 million. That's more than enough money. Look at something I heard of from the movie. So the salary budgets used to pay my cast, my crew, and my 17. And the $600 million is used to fund the movie project, obviously. Everything to do with the movie project. Like cameras, visual effects, hotel party, the food, the hotel stays, the gift cards, then the photo shoots, everything, obviously. And $10 million used to fund the documentary, paying the camera crew, paying for their feeding, their living, funding the cameras, adding equipment, their traveling expenses. It's all used to pay their salaries. It's all used to pay what all the 10 millions all going towards the documentary. Actually, looking at an amazing documentary. And then Peter Jackson, Mel Gibson's salary, I'll pay out of my pocket. I'll pay Peter his 85 million out of my pocket, and pay Mel his 56 million out of my pocket. But I told you, 85 million in Canadian money is like 105 million in New Zealand money. As Peter signed a $100 million deal for his base, which is a good deal. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. And Mel signed like, I don't know, like a $6 million deal in American money. If he lives in America. I think Mel Gibson lives in America. And I'll give Peter $450 million of the Sky Source film profits for the royalties. Because Peter's like, Ivan, am I going to get royalties? I'm like, yeah, I'll give you $450 million in royalties. That's enough. I'm not giving him any more money. And then Mel Gibson, I'll give him like $170 million in royalties. That's enough money for Mel Gibson. If Peter's greedy and he wants more money, I'm not paying him any more money. I'm like, Peter, you're greedy. I'm not giving you any more money, man. You have to be considerate. You have to think of others. It's not just about you. If I gave you $800 million of the film profits, of the royalties, you're taking like 1.2% of the pie, and I'm not going to let you take all that money, man. My 17 deserve to get paid. The actors deserve to get paid. Ivan, don't pay the actors. Don't give the actors a piece of royalties, Ivan. Just give that money to me. They're not worth it, Ivan. Because Peter's much bigger than them. He's a billionaire. That's why he might try. Ivan, what you're paying them is good enough. Don't give them a piece of the royalties. Yeah, I can easily do that. Just pay them their flat salary. But the chances are, Ivan, they're going to work hard for you. Like, they don't make this in Hollywood. Yeah, I know. But because they're not sharing in my wealth, they might resent me a little bit, Sarah. He's right though. If I don't give the actors a piece of royalties, they're still going to work hard for me because the amount of money I'm paying them, they don't make that in Hollywood. Most of those actors, Yvonne Julia doesn't make $4 million in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? But if you give them a piece of royalties, they're going to work even triple harder. They're going to work even harder because they're now invested in your movie and they're invested in your movie and they're sharing the wealth with you. You know, Ivan was nice enough to give me a nice tiny piece of the pie. I made like $5.5 million of the rollies, man, which is like a couple $1 million extra in your bank. Yeah, they're going to work harder. I know what I'm doing. But people really, Ivan, my Lord of the Rings actors got peanuts, Ivan, and they worked hard for me. What you're paying them is enough. You don't have to give them a piece of royalties and pay them a rich salary, Ivan. You're crazy. What is wrong with you? I would take all that money for myself, you know what I'm saying? Just give it all to me, Ivan. Peter might tell you, I'm like, no, Peter, what I'm paying you is enough. Stop being fucking greedy, man. $450 is not enough for you, Peter. No, Ivan. I want more, man. I want double that, man. I want like $700, $800 of the royalties, Ivan. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's greedy. Peter's like, oh my god, Ivan. Peter's a greedy pig, man. He wants a $800 million deal for the royalties. Holy shit, he's a greedy pig. Yeah, I'm not surprised. He's a billionaire, and he made like he signed like the biggest contract ever for his Lord of the Rings movies. You made $250 million for Lord of the Rings, Peter. Read that book, Anything You Can Imagine, Makings of Middle Earth, by Ian Nathan. I recommend you guys check it out. Peter made $250 million according to the book, man. He made a lot of money. That's the biggest contract for a director. But the contract he's signing for Zane is even bigger. It's an even bigger contract. It's almost double what he made. It's double what he made for Lord of the Rings. It's a massive deal, man. But he'll accept my deal. It's a deal, Ivan. I'm just being greedy. I'm just being an asshole. Yeah, you're being an asshole. Stop. What I'm paying you is more than enough. James Cameron, Martin Scorsese don't make this money, Peter. Sarah. They don't make that kind of money, Peter. So stop being greedy and stop thinking about yourself and think about others. Ivan, you're greedy too, man. You're gonna make your like $25 billion. You're taking all that money for yourself. Yeah, because I'm a son of God. I'm much bigger than you. My wife's a spirit of God. We're bigger than you. Hence why what? Even though I'm greedy, Peter, I'm sharing a nice piece of the pie with you, man. I'm giving you $450 million of royalties. Because I know if I don't give Peter the piece of the royalties, you'll be angry, man. $100 million is not enough for Peter Jackson. He wants more money. He's greedy. Okay, fine. Because you're a big director and I respect you, did Lord of the Rings, I'll give you a nice piece of the pie. I'm not going to give you like $800 million of royalties. You're fucking crazy. Sarah. I'm not going to give you any more than that, Sarah. I'm not going to give you any more than that, Sarah. Yeah, I get my check soon, so I'm excited for that. I think I keep saying I'm going to see Avatar 2, and I keep holding it off. This month I'm gonna go watch it. I'll bust to hall and watch it. Avatar 2. I want to see that movie on theaters. Avatar, you guys see it on theaters, obviously. That's my deal for Peter Jackson. And if I hire Peter, I'll have his wife. I'll what? I'll hire his wife Fran as an assistant producer. Sign her to a $1 million deal, which is like 3 million New Zealand money. That's a good deal for her. And hire Barry Osborne, have him be your assistant producer, and then Peter will tell me what assistant director is best to help him. I think Guillermo del Toro is the best man to help Peter for the Zangief's movie. You sign him to like a $12 million deal. That's a good deal for him, man. That's a good deal for an assistant director, and it'll be an assistant producer too. Help Peter with the notes. Help us with the concept arts. He'll go over the script with us for the few drafts, and he'll help my 17 and all of them with the business calls. But I won't have Guillermo del Toro help me sign the actors because he's not the executive producer. Have Peter help you sign them because he's your executive producer. He's the boss of your movie. But Guillermo del Toro will stay in Vancouver the second year with Peter, but he won't be involved in signing the actors. But he'll be meeting all the actors and eating out with them when I take him out to next dinner. Whereas Peter will be helping me sign the stars. I told you, as the boss of the movie, it's good for him to know how much all the actors are making. He'll even tell me, yeah, I'm more than happy to help you sign the actors. Yeah, it's good for you, Peter, to know how much all the actors are making, how much Weta Digital's making, how much the cinematographers are making. It's good for you to know how much those main guys are making. The rest of the crewmen, they all make their flat 150K. But it's good for him to know. The crewmen all make the same money pretty much. But the actors, it's good for Peter to know how much all the actors are making. It's good for him to know, Sarah. The 17 he won't know because I'm going to sign the 17 before I sign Peter. He doesn't have to know how much the 17 are making. They're my main guys. But the actors, it's good for him to know because he's a boss of your movie. He's your executive producer. I guarantee you for Lord of the Rings, Peter signed some of the actors. He knew how much all of them were making because he's your executive producer. It's good for your executive producers to know how much your stars are making. So that way if they complain, hey, if you guys have a problem with your check, you can come to me, come to VJ, come to Peter, or come to my accountant. Come to Peter, come to me, come to VJ, and then we'll let the accountant know. I recommend you let the accountant know if there's a problem with your check. You know, if there's a problem with my check, and I'm not going to have any problems. I'm going to put money into a super advanced like SkySource payment system, like an online direct deposit SkySource payment system. You know how nowadays they pay you direct deposit? Yeah, I'm gonna put money into a top-notch direct deposit payment system whereby the money just gets deposited into the bank account. And whenever they get paid, they get this email confirmation. You have received this amount of money, and it shows the tax deductions, age deductions, the taxes, everything. That way, it's easy for your accountants. Never pay your actors check. If you're handling millions of dollars, man, you're paying these actors a lot of money. Never pay them check, man. Pay them direct deposit when the money gets wired into their accounts. See what I'm saying? Whereas me and VJ will get paid through Amazon because the movies are sold on Amazon, right? So we get paid our nice checks through Amazon. Amazon pays us every 2 weeks or every month, whatever it is. It's similar to PayPal. They send us this. Our check either every 2 weeks or every month. We get our fat check, obviously. Whereas all the actors get paid through our SkySource payment system. It's there. That's why you gotta hire good engineers, and you gotta put like a lot of money into that, like something super high tech and advanced. 600K I'm putting towards the payment system. That way you don't get any problems with your check, obviously. Peter will help me correct the script, obviously, every morning. So every morning, I'm going to keep saying this, from 9 to 12, I work on the script in my boardroom from pen to paper, and we get 2 50-minute breaks. And then at 12 o'clock, it's lunchtime. Everyone gets 1 hour lunch. The limo driver will take Peter and all of them to the buffet restaurant. They eat their lunch for 1 hour, and the 17 will go out with me. We'll be going out with me. Some days I'll order pizza for everyone. Hey Peter, you don't need to go to the buffet restaurant. I'll just order like a pizza. Order like, I don't know. We order like 5, 6 boxes of 7 boxes of pizza, or we get I can get some Popeyes organic chicken. You know what I'm saying? I order pizza for everyone. I'll do that a few times, obviously, and everyone just eats in the office. I'll do it. Sometimes I'll do that, but then so the limo driver will take Peter and all of them to the buffet restaurant. Guillermo del Toro, his wife, Barry Osborne, the concert artist, and all of them. You know what I'm saying? He takes them to the buffet restaurant. They get VIP, all you can drink soft drinks. They eat their nice food, and then the 17 will go out with me and VJ to the what? To the to the restaurant, to the fast food. Chances are I'll be going to a fast food restaurant because restaurants take like 15 to 20 15 minutes just to get your food. So chances are, with the first year when I go out to eat and all that stuff with the 17, I'll be checking out fast food restaurants like McDonald's. Harvey's is a Canadian company. You guys don't know Harvey's. It's a Canadian burger company in Canada. Wendy's, Taco Bell, Subway. You know what I'm saying? Domino's Pizza. I'll be going to all those places. Shawarma. You know what I'm saying? I'll be going. Chances are I'll be eating. I'll be eating more of the healthy food. Maybe I'll be eating probably more shawarma and Subway a lot because that stuff is healthier than the other stuff. But once in a while, I might check out maybe Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta watch how you eat, obviously. And my 17, because I'm paying them a lot of money, they're guaranteed they're gonna be going out with me 5 days a week because they're millionaires. They can afford it. If Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are hired, could easily afford to go out with me every day because I pay them. They're already rich, and I pay them a fat bonus, and they're making their millions for their yearly salary. And my other guys are making their 1 million, 2 million. They're all fucking rich people. Easy go out with me every day. Go out with me every day for lunch, obviously. Whereas a limo driver will take Peter and them to the buffet restaurant. The buffet restaurant. I can either give Peter and them a gift card for their food, or I can have a limo service for them and have a buffet. A buffet feeding system is better for them. Show my cap here.